It's Richie here with your Week 14 college football weekday games. This is basically the final weekend of the college football season. There's still championship weekend, the Army-Navy game, and then the bowl games. But this is the final game of the year for a lot of teams. There's still a few interesting conference races. Bowl bound, there's 15 teams that could become bowl eligible this weekend, and two of them during these on Tuesday and Thursday. Watch out for my next video. I'm going to do a Black Friday special with all the games on Black Friday, and then rivalry week is this Saturday. So let's jump into Tuesday night. Ohio Bobcats taking on the Akron Zips. Ohio, they won their last game against Bowling Green 66-24. Quarterback Nathan Rourke, 267 passing, 3 touchdown passes, plus 1 rushing. O'Shawn Allison ran for 175 and 3 touchdowns. They put up 609 yards of offense. Their defense forced 5 turnovers. They did have 11 penalties, so they got to clean that up. Whereas Akron, they played a tough game against Miami of Ohio. They lost 20-17. Akron has not won a game all season. They're 0-11. Cato Nelson, 197 passing, a touchdown. They only had 5 rushing yards. They put up 202 yards of offense. Defense did force 2 turnovers, and they had a pick 6 to keep it close in that game. But I think this is going to be Ohio. Ohio's kind of having a down year for what their standards have been over the last 15 years. But they're 5-6. I think Ohio should be able to get this victory here over Akron to get themselves bowl eligible. And it should pretty much guarantee them a bowl game, considering I was looking at the bowl projections, and you need 78 teams to be bowl eligible. Right now there's 72 with only 15 possibilities, and I went through it, and it looks like there might be only 6 that are favored to win it. There could be a couple of upsets, but it seems like there might be exactly the right amount, and Ohio should be one of those there. And then the other Tuesdays is kind of it's actually a pretty important game for the MAC title game. So in the MAC East division, you have the Miami of Ohio Raidhawks. They won that. They will play in the MAC championship game. The MAC West division is coming down to 2 teams, either Western Michigan or Central Michigan. And Western Michigan plays Northern Illinois. Western Michigan's coming off a bye. They had an overtime win against Ohio, 37-34. John Wasson passed for 322, 3 touchdowns. Sky Moore, 4 receptions, 162 yards and a touchdown. They put up 477 of offense. Whereas Northern Illinois kind of was shocked they got killed by Eastern Michigan, 45-17. Marcus Childers, 12 of 26, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Not good. He did add 92 rushing yards and a touchdown. Trey Harbinson ran for 112. They ran for 238, but they turned over 4 times in that game, which they can't do against Western Michigan. This may be a little bit close, so here's the deal. If Western Michigan wins this game, they clinch the MAC West. They will be in the MAC title game. If Western Michigan loses this game and Central Michigan wins their game later in the weekend, Central Michigan will clinch that title. So there's quite a bit riding on this game, especially for Western Michigan. I think Western Michigan should be able to win this game. Their offense is good. They have a good team. Northern Illinois is kind of struggling. I mean, it's kind of a dangerous game. Northern Illinois could pull off the upset, but I think Western Michigan is overall the better team, and I got them here. And then we go to Thursday on Thanksgiving Day. It's the Egg Bowl. Ole Miss Rebels against Mississippi State Bulldogs. Ole Miss is coming off a bye, but even though they lost to LSU 58-37, their offense was awesome. John Rice Plumlee, the quarterback, he passed for 123 and a pick, but he ran for 212 yards and 4 touchdowns. Jeremy Ely ran for 141 yards. They ran for 402 yards, put up 614 yards on LSU. In that loss, Elijah Moore had 9 catches, 143 and a touchdown. Defense had 3 sacks and 2 turnovers. Whereas Mississippi State, they played a 1AA Abilene Christian. They beat them 45-7. Tommy Stevens, 165 passing, 2 touchdowns, 88 rushing, and a touchdown. Kylan Hill ran for 153 yards, had 3 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown. They put up 577 yards. Defense had 4 sacks and forced 2 turnovers. So here's the deal. This is a rivalry game. Mississippi State has a lot more riding in this game because Mississippi State is 5-6. if they can beat Ole Miss, they will get to a bowl game. Ole Miss is already ineligible for a bowl. I think they're 4-7 right now, so they will not have enough wins even with a win. So there's more added to this big time rivalry game. That being said, unfortunately for Mississippi State, I do think this could be a shootout, and it really, literally, I mean, obviously it could go either way, but I think Ole Miss has shown, especially since Plumlee has played a quarterback, their offense has done well. He's run for 100 or 200 yards in many games this year. I think Ole Miss just might have too much firepower on that offense for Mississippi State to hang out with. And Mississippi State has a really good running back in Kylan Hill. He's run for over 1,300 yards this year. But I think Ole Miss just might have a little bit too much for that. So I'm going to go Ole Miss in this game in what should be an interesting Thanksgiving Day game. All right, so come back soon. I will come back with my Black Friday picks. Peace.